The Wheat Cent series is probably one of the strongest collected, if you want to call them modern day issue type coins in the marketplace. The challenge is finding uncirculated specimens beyond just a couple of years. Well, how about the last 50 years? Or the last 50 Wheaties, I should say. They only made them for 50 years, right? We finally put the finishing touches. Look at this set. Again, the last 50 Wheaties. So if you go back, 58 P&D, backwards 50 coins. You're going to end up with 1941, before World War II. You're going to end up with the P and the S from 1941, and then forward PDS from 42 through 55, and then P&D the last 3 years. Added up, 50 uncirculated Wheaties. Now let's just do the math. 179.95 divided by 50 means you're getting these coins for $3 and change. We couldn't find any of these coins for $3, much less going backwards to the Steelies, the shell casings, and all the other fun coins in this series.
In fact, with our competition, the same collection will cost you over $480. We're over $330 less, $179.95. Each coin individually encapsulated in an airtight and presented in this beautiful display album. It has an album cover that comes closed. It closes up, put it on a shelf under the bed or in the closet, and it doesn't even look like a coin collection.
And that was the whole premise of making this new album look. Danskos and Whitmans, I love them. They're gorgeous. They've been around for half a century. But things change over the last half century. And as certification and or the quality of being so important today, not that it hasn't been in the past, but even more so, right? One grade off can mean a lot on a particular coin. So then we were looking at how can we make an album that would actually encapsulate coins and then present them on top of it, knowing that the Danskos are two sleeves where the coins, that the plastic slides across the coins, obverse and reverse respectively. So after quite some time, this was the design that came back. A very simple leatherette outside album with no writing on it, just outright plain. That way you can't tell what it is, other than it's an album. And then you open it up and every coin inside of it is encapsulated. Now that's just the album, which our competition sells. Similar types of albums for $30, $40. Capsules are 10 for 10 bucks, give or take. So add all that up, the packaging is a huge dollar amount. But tonight we have the actual coins, which are even more significant in this album to boot.
The wheat cents is the last 50 wheats, 1941 through 1958. It includes Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco issues. So 1941 through 1955, you'll find all three mint marks, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, including 1943 steel cents. When we come across those, you'll notice how different they are. They're steel cents. And then 1956 through 1958 are the Philadelphia and Denver's. No San Francisco uncirculated coins for those years.
Again, these are all coppers. We changed to copper-plated zinc in 1982. Obviously, the shell casing cents are slightly different, and those steel cents are slightly different as well. But if you go backwards from 1958 and use your red book or your guidebook and just count backwards 50 coins, you're going to get to 1941, P and S, and then from 1942 through 56 will be PDS, or 55, excuse me, and then P and D only from the last 3 years, because that's all they made. This is exactly what they made, and it's all of them tonight at this crazy price.
The end of an era for the wheat cent, replaced by the memorial design in 1959. And Lincoln cent, man, it's the longest tenured coin in United States history. Replaced the Indian head cent in 1909. And we still have the Lincoln cent today, although the reverse design is now the Union Shield. 50 coins altogether, uncirculated, including the steels. Competition again, about $490.
Again, take ours, buy ours, then double our price, and you're still saving an entire collection plus. We're a third, less than a third where they are for the same exact 50 coins. The last 50 Wheaties, which includes the steel cents, which includes the shell case cents from 44 to 46. It includes them all. Nothing is missing. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. Thank you all for your patience. Operators have been very busy this hour. This set no different. But Wheaties are the game. People love the Wheaties. The first 50 years of the Lincoln cent, which is now the longest tenured coin in U.S. history. 50 memorials, 10 plus of the shield cents. Just keeps on growing and growing and growing. But going backwards and finding true, gorgeous, uncirculated specimens of that Wheatie reverse, that's always the challenge. Our competition doesn't have any of these coins for under $3. Not one of them. And as referenced earlier by Allison, we're looking at just under $500 for the same collection. Not even in this album. So all we can say is, it's called the AVC way. Great coins, great prices, and with this, great packaging.
905, 9735, 179.95. The last 50 wheats, uncirculated, mint mark collection, including the steels.